Okie doke, guys. Here's another radical equation, right? An equation with a radical in it. You also still have a variable, but you have also another. This is not one of the nightmare problems. This is just one of the, you are going to have to FOIL, but you guys can handle that. So we're going to subtract 4 from both sides because remember, to solve these, you need the radical by itself. So we got the square root of 4x minus 11 equals an x minus 4. You are going to need to square both sides. Please remember that on the left side it's very nice, it just cancels out, square root and the square, they go away. You get 4x minus 11. On the right side, this is why I always I hate how we kind of go through problems like, the fronts of your review where you've got, all your exponents and you're just kind of air quote distributing things across. This is not a distribution. That's not just going to be x squared and a 16. Remember, it has to be a FOIL. It's a binomial that you are squaring. So you are actually doing x minus 4 times x minus 4. All right, you are multiplying it by itself. So you got a 4x minus 11 equals, first is x squared. Outer will give you a negative 4x. Inner will give you a negative 4x. So you get a negative 8x. And then last times last, negative 4 times negative 4 is a positive 16. All right, you have a quadratic now. So that means you have to get everything on one side equal to 0. So I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. And I'm going to add 11 to both sides. Okay, so I now have 0 equals x squared minus a 12x plus a 27. Whoops, I don't know why I wrote a 29. 27, okay? So I need two numbers that when I multiply them I get 27, and when I add them I get a negative 12. This is positive, this is negative. So my two numbers in question are going to be negative, because negative times negative is a positive, all right? And negative plus negative is a negative. So those two numbers in question are, how about negative 9 and negative 3. So 0 equals, x minus 3 and x minus 9. So of course we get x equals a 3 and we get x equals a 9. Okay, so when we got that, we've got two answers. We got two answers because we squared a variable. We created a possible extraneous solution. We have to plug them or check them both. And of course, please remember, you check them in the original. Before you have done anything, you are checking them in the original. And of course, you can let your calculator do the work for you. Go to your calculator. We're going to check 3 first. So, in my calculator, I'm going to type in 4. Oops, I'm going to change back to an actual. There we go. I'm going to type in 4. Okay. Plus the square root of 4 times the 3, right? Because that's what I'm checking, minus 11. Oh, that whole thing's underneath there. I'm going to hit enter. 4 plus the square root of 12 minus 11 is square root of 1, so it's really 4 plus 1. This is a 5. That is what your calculator is going to give back to you. And on the right side, we are literally just plugging in the x that we are checking. So does 5 equal 3? Nope, it does not. That one doesn't work. And just because you get one that does work doesn't mean that the other one is going to work, so you have to double check it. So again, does 4 plus the square root of 4 times the 9 minus the 11, so 4 plus 36 minus 11, square root of 36 minus 11, 36 minus 11 is 25, 4 plus 5 is 9, does that equal 9? Because again, the right side, guys, the right side of this bad boy is literally just the number that we're checking, just that x. So this does work. That is our answer.